Folks, this is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great weekend, safe weekend. Let's make it a great week, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Cultivate wisdom. You don't need to accumulate knowledge to become wise. Anyone can become wise. When you become wise, you respect your body, you respect your mind, and you respect your soul. When you become wise, your life is controlled by your heart, not your head. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down 179, NASDAQ off 61, S&P's off 24, gold contract up $6, trading at $1,252 an ounce. Silver up 18 cents at $20.40 an ounce. Platinum up $5 at $1,442 an ounce. Copper flat at $3.33 a pound. Light sweet crude down $1 at $91.64 a barrel. 10-year bond up 9 ticks at 124.19. 30-year bond up 12 ticks at 131.03. And King Dollar down 154 ticks, trading at 80.60. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so we come down hard. You come down $23. That takes, well, we did 6.5 hours. You take back 15, 16 trading days. So we're at 1818. The lower range, folks, is 1813. Once you're back inside the 1813 area, bottom line, that sets up game all the way down to the 17. This sets up 17. This sets up to 1770.
Call now. Toll free at 1.
What we had here, thank you. What we had here is volume. We did 770 million. So an expansion of volume as you start going south. We take a look at the SPY. This is what you have with the SPY. The SPY, what we did, we come down with 132 million shares. We're at 181.68, and that brings us inside the lower range. So you're coming down with some force. We take a look at the Dow Industrials. What we did with the Dow is this. Dow Industrials come down $179, and in that context, she still has quite a way to get inside the lower range. The lower range inside the Dow Industrials would be, well, I guess not that much more. It's only another $120 more. And we did 179. Bottom line, you come down there with force out here today. We take a look at the NASDAQ composite, okay? So inside the composite, this is what we have. We come down $61. We're at 4113. Had an expansion of volume also. You're talking about 2.3 billion. Inside the lower range, that has about another 20. Has 33 more points to get inside that lower range. But what the NASDAQ also took back 15 days, 6.5 hours, all the above, and that's how markets like to take it back anyway. We go to the 3 Qs. We take a look at the 3 Qs. What you have with the NDX 100 is that we came down with 42 million shares. The lower one swing point, we blew that away. That was the 32 million shares. We are in the lower range in the NDX 100, and we're about 45 cents into it. So that sets up the NDX 100 to run down to 8405. 8405 to about 8313 is game inside that NDX 100 right now. Bonds, let's go to gold next. We take a look at the gold market. What we have with gold, folks, is that she's off the bottom once again. She had that wide price spread, accelerated volume on Friday. You only up $6 today. We had a price spread about $10 out here. The next stop on gold, well, not the longer deal, meaning next 4 or 5 weeks, I expect you're going to see 1362. Right now we're 1252. The first place that's going to get a little flack is going to be about the 1270 mark, and right now we're at the 1252 mark. Now, let's go over to the bonds. So the 10-year bond right now is yielding 2.25. Okay, so that had hit 3, was messing with 3 in a huge way, rejected it with lighter volume. That's on the daily, weekly, monthly, all of the above. What the bond market had done is it came back to where it broke topside from a couple years ago. Did it with lighter volume. Now it's going the other side, and what that means specifically is two different things, TYH4. So if we take a look at the 10-year first, what we have is this. 10-year did 728,000 contracts today. That's not bad. I like to see the 10-year do about 1 million contracts on a continual basis. What we did do on Friday, we did 1.6 million. So you had the expansion, you had all of that happening. The 10-year right now, folks, is on its way to this 126.25 level. So that's a couple more points up. That'll bring the yield on the 10-year down to about the 2.5. 30-year bond, we take a look at the 30-year bond and what the 30-year is doing right now. She also had wide price spread, accelerated volume on Friday. We had volume out here today of 220,000, which is decent. On Friday, we had 419,000. The 30-year right now is at 131, and that little baby wants to run up to this 134 area. We take a look at, and that's just now. We take a look at the King Dollar. What we have with King Dollar out here is this. She's building cars for higher price, so it's going to get really interesting. Because King Dollar backed down, and as she backed down with only 18,000 contracts. So 139 ticks, that's not a huge amount of ticks, number one, as you're backing down. We are backing into a couple different signs of strength that were out there. The first one was the December 18th one. The second one was the December 27th one. Bottom line, what I expect you're going to see out here, you're going to see some follow through on the downside. Why? Well, we did have happening out here intraday, folks, okay? And this is when, we've been talking about the seller that's out there, and it's like you never know who the seller is, but they hit it again today. And the difference today, of course, is that when they hit it, the market couldn't come back from it. That's the first part. Now, if you're watching Tiger TV, though, I want to show you something that's absolutely crucial to understand. When markets go like this, folks, if there's going to be follow-through in the get-go, what you have is this, is that as you're approaching, you have the downdraft. And we know each and every time that we've had this downdraft in the last it started about 8.5 days ago, 9 days ago. Each and every time that was happening, what you had is that the buyers would come in, the downdraft would be very quick, the buyers would come in, take 3 or 4 hours to get it up to the highs again or over the highs. Let me put the S&Ps up so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. ESH4. Okay, so if you're in your car, I'll explain this. But so what we had in the future in the S&Ps is this. Each and every time that the seller would come in, it hit the futures market, hit them quick. It would take 4 or 5 hours to get all the way back up again. It started getting more intense last Thursday, but guess what? They hit them, they got them back up. Friday, same thing, hit them, got them back up. What happened today is that when it got hit, they couldn't get it back up, number one. That's the first part. The second part's bigger, and this is what the second part is. We were going after the 1817 area. And that 1817 area was an area that once that broke, the expansion, if we had got wide price spread accelerated volume, which we did in the future market, that to me was the confirmation that guess what? The bears were getting control of the deal, the bulls were losing control of it, because right at that point, what you had is that we had been coming down for quite a while, meaning about 2.5 hours, and the S&P had actually come down 17 points in 20 minutes. That was the first acceleration down. The second one, when it was messing, okay, with the 1817.25 area, is a crucial one because we haven't been able to come down hard and then accelerate again, and that's exactly what you had happen. So what that tells me is, number one, the seller is still there. Number two, which is more important for the larger context of the market right now, is that the seller is getting joined by either folks that are going to take profits and other sellers. And what we don't have yet, okay, you don't have Google breaking down, you don't have Amazon breaking down, you don't have a lot of these large stocks that are breaking down. And let me tell you something, when they break down, get out of the way. And, you know, they both have monster gaps underneath them, and they'll break, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there. We're coming right back. The Dow Industrial's down 179. NASDAQ off 61. S&P's off 23. With our man, Mr. John Logan, coming back with us. You stay right there, folks. We're going to be right back.